I found out that the gentleman who was in Naval State had resigned, and that's when I called Dr. Reeves. I said, "What's going on here?" What happened? The guy in Petersburg high school, he called me and said, "Congratulations on your new job." I didn't know what he's talking about. He said, "I said, I don't have a job. The rumor is you band director in Naval State." I said, "Naval State's got a band director." So at any rate, that's when that started.
Now
And also played in Bobby Robinson's band with
hmm
him.
now to skip ahead a few years, in '81, when Dan Clemens was the officer in charge of, or commanding officer, I'm sorry, at the School of Music, you were up in Michigan, I think.
Yeah, I had to go to a meeting of the college band directors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was president of the Southern Division of it, and so I had to go, and and so when I got back, of course they were having the ceremony, and I didn't know I was going to even get back that fast, so I went to see the ceremony. I was part. Well, I
Oh, so you were
got on the
there,
last part of it.
actually.
That's all.
Well, he was in on the planning of it,
Yeah.
of this thing too.
Okay.
So
But I had to
there
go.
were three of us in on the planning of it.
Okay, talk to me a little bit about that, because,
Well, he can tell you more about that than that because
well, you knew Skinner, right?
Yeah, Skinner and I
Yeah.
had gone to high school together, played in the high school band together, and he came over to see me. He said, "Jimmy, I've been trying to find out something about this band program in the Navy. You were in the Navy. So you know anything about where they keep the records?" I said, "No, I don't know anything about it. I never even thought about it." He said, "Well, I went down to School of Music and they can't find any records. And they've decided that they want to start something and honor all of the black guys who were not allowed to go to the School of Music and graduate. And they want some help in finding people." I said, "Okay, I'll help." And I got Fears. Called Fears, "Come on in, man. Let's help this guy find these things."
Mm-hmm.
So they sent a photographer and a news writer out to Norfolk State to film us, and that became the hallowed film that kicked off everything. It showed me with the bass, and I was playing the bass like this with my arm up like that, and Fears is standing over there, and you can see Fears over that side, and over this side you can see Skinner and me. And I got the film, I got the picture over there. It came out in newspapers all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And so we helped them find names and addresses. And we found 200 people. That's the best we could come up with.
200 people.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't-
found 200 people and
Okay.
they were invited,
Okay,
but only 25 came.
okay. Well, we had to take a little bit of a break because Emory had to leave us, and ran out of battery, and we changed the tapes and got this thing all fixed up now. So we'll just sort of play this out to the end, Dr. Reeves, and we'll just kind of talk just generally about some of the things that we talked about while we were over here at the table earlier. Right after we finished there, we went through a little bit, and we were talking about those guys in the band. You gave me the names, and I've entered them down, and you had some funny nicknames in the bands.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you
Yeah.
as a guest in my home, Mr. Hawkins, and I really appreciate your coming down. I'm interested in the same thing that you're interested in,
Yeah.
was preserving this thing for posterity
Yeah.
and doing some good along the way.
Well, we do have such a very, very rich history in Navy music, and needless to say, we have had a lot to do with it. And we do want to have some things for folks that come along a little bit later, our kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. Like a moment ago, we were talking about the Wisconsin sitting down on Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
Folks go aboard the Wisconsin all the time. There it is, sitting there big and beautiful, and folks that come aboard there had no idea that there used to be bands on there. The bands played concerts out there at noontime, played before the movies, in between the movies, and stood lookout watches when it was out at sea and all of that. So all of that's a part of what we have to offer here. But we'll fold this out, and I thank you just 1,000% for your cooperation and your hospitality in your home and all.
So thank you very
Sorry,
much.
Fears couldn't be here for a little longer, but time marches on.
Oh, yes, it does march on.
Let me run back to this camera.
Okay, and thank you for being a guest in my home. Enjoyed your company very much.
Hang on to the world as it spins around. Just don't let the spin get you down. Things are moving fast. Hold on tight and you will last. Keep your self-respect, demand equal right. Get yourself in gear, keep your stride. Never mind your fears. Brighter days will soon be here. Take it from me, someday we'll all be free. Yeah. Keep on walking tall. Hold your head high. Lay your dreams right up to the sky. Sing your great song. And you'll keep going.